Hey folks, so it's Dr. G here. This is simply a video that is meant to introduce you to our online interface for our course because that's mainly how you're going to be interacting with the course. And yeah, I'm going to assume if you're watching this video that you have read the email that I sent to you on August 23rd. Okay, if you haven't, it'll be fine. You can link to it, but it's not a shabby idea to do that. Okay, all right. So let's just go ahead and get started. So I am on our course's Blackboard page, and you're going to notice right away that it is fairly sparse in terms of like the side menu and also in terms of what you see on the page. That is on purpose. I am not using the Blackboard template because it's overwhelming, right? Why? So anyway, we're doing something a little different, but actually easier to navigate. So underneath of my happy shiny mug here, you're going to see 4 links. The first is syllabus, and the next 3 are our course schedule broken up into 3 different units. Okay? So the rest of this video is really going to talk about how you're going to be navigating the course online. And you're primarily going to be navigating this course through 2 different means, through Google Docs and through Slack. Okay? And so I'm going to show you what that looks like. So if you were to click on week 1 right here, I've already got it open, you're going to see our course schedule. All right. So I want to talk to you about our course schedule. Our course schedule is a Google document. All of our course schedules are Google documents. And I want to walk you through how they're set up and why I set them up as a Google Doc. I set them up as a Google Doc so you don't have to hunt for anything. Everything you need is linked for you on this doc. All right, so I want you to notice some navigation things. On the left-hand side here, you're going to notice a table of contents. I've put this table of contents here so that you don't have to just keep on scrolling through the first 5 weeks of class to get on whatever day that we're on. So if it's Tuesday, September 15th, you just click on that and boom, we're there, right? Or if you don't know what was for homework on, September 8th, in week 3, you just click on the homework and boom, we're there, right? So that is a really kind of nice way to schedule. Right. The other thing you're going to notice about the course schedule is that we've got this little box, okay? And this box is a course legend, and it's on each of our 3 course schedules. I'll show you. Watch. This is Unit 1, this is Unit 2, and this is Unit 3. Same box. Why is it like that? It's so that you don't have to, let's say we get to the end of Unit 1 and we're about to start Unit 2, you don't have to go searching for the other link on Blackboard. You can just access it from the Google document, all right? In addition to that being in all the course schedules being linked to this sort of legend box at the top, you'll also see that my course syllabus and your major assignments and peer review forms and even our Slack space is linked to the course legend. Again, I'm a big fan of convenience, all right? So that's cool. Other things that I want to talk to you about because I think it's important. So again, anything that I assign for you for homework, whether I want you to introduce yourself in a Slack channel, I'll link to the channel that I want you to have a discussion in, or if I want you to do some sort of reading or watch some sort of video, all of that is linked in the Google Doc, okay? So another thing that I want you to notice is that your homework is helpfully, emphasized in green, and it even tells you when you need it, when it's due. So it says, please complete these following tasks by September 3rd at 10:45 a.m. All right, so it's fairly simple to get to get through, to navigate, and yeah, it was a labor of love. I'm not going to tell you how long it took me to do this because you'd worry about my social life. I worry about it too. So yeah, that's our course schedule. So every day when you are ready to join our class online, the very first thing that you're going to do is you are going to log in to the course schedule, because that's really where this course lives, is on the course schedule. And you're going to notice if we click down to week 1 that you're going to see this little crystal ball, and then it says watch me, Dr. G's daily forecast. There's going to be a video there, and you're going to click on it, and it will be me telling you what we're going to do in class that day. All right. And you're just going to follow the tasks in order. Super simple. Some of them will be you doing individual things alone. Some of them will be collaborating with your peers. Some of them will be taking place in discussions on Slack. Okay. So that's, again, the first thing you do. You're going to just log on to, or just open your Google Doc and look at our course schedule, click on the video that says watch me, and then you'll do the things in order, right? In addition to that, you always want to have the course schedule open. The other thing you're going to want open most of the time is this thing called Slack. Well, what is Slack? Slack is a free communication platform that is used in a lot of different workspaces and nonprofits. And I am using it in lieu of a discussion board. Why? Because it's actually interactive. So on discussion boards, you can't actually see that people are on the discussion board at the same time. You can actually see who and all is in Slack down here where it says that, the people that are in the Slack. And obviously, y'all ain't in the Slack yet. I haven't invited you. But there are channels like AskGPat. So if you've got a question in class, this is where you raise your hand and you sort of type in here, hey, I've got this question, and I will answer it, okay? The other thing that you can do if you don't want to ask the question publicly, I get that. I do think sometimes it's great to do that because your peers probably have that question too. But another thing that you can do is you can click on my picture and you can just click direct message me. Okay, so you can do that as well. Slack also allows you to voice call me and video call me. It also allows you to do that to your peers, which for your peers as well. So that's super nice. The other thing that I really love about Slack that discussion boards don't do is they allow you to put in GIFs and they allow you to respond to your peers' posts with emojis. So let's just say I was a super big fan of this little dog on a Roomba. I would just do little heart eyes, right? So there are ways that we can interact with each other that are super cool. So there's an AskGPat channel, there's a Floof therapy channel if you want to post pictures of your pets. The FYI channel will be where I make announcements. Here's where you're going to introduce yourselves, an intro. And there's also a space, it's just a social space for you all. Unless someone asks me, I'm going to stay off this channel, but I want you to have a space to be able to interact with each other, right? I realize that we're living in the weird moment, and I think it's really important to do that. The rest of these things right here are just different channels where we're going to have discussions, and you don't have to actually worry about trying to navigate these channels along the side because in the course schedule, I link to where I want you to be. So if I'm saying, hey, I want you to introduce yourself in this particular channel, there's always a hyperlink so you never get lost, okay? So that is, in a nutshell, our course. And yeah, we're going to be having the course synchronously, as the email said, but we're going to be having an off video because I realized that, one, not all of us have the bandwidth to all be on video. And then some of us just don't have the emotional bandwidth to be on screen all the time, right? But my office hours are on Zoom, and you can always connect with me on Zoom during my office hours and, again, interact with me in Slack. You can also see my face if you want to, do a video chat with me on Slack during class. That's super fine too, all right? So I'm really looking forward to this course with you. I have really done my utmost to make this a class that is engaging, and yeah, I'm excited to get started. Take care.